What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker.
Amir, Rahimi.
And today on the Great Debaters, y'all, man, we taking it to the Master P, Ghetto D. Great Debaters, y'all. Alright, everybody, so Master P, in my opinion, and I'd say, if examined truthfully, is one of the most significant people in rap history. He changed the way rap was made, distributed, consumed on many, many, many levels. I talk about that a lot in my book, The History of Gangster Rap. Make sure to pick that up if you haven't already. But for today, what we're here to talk about is the best song with a feature, which is almost every song, but the best song with a feature on Master P's super breakthrough album, Ghetto D, which dropped in '97. So this album, first of all, is amazing. I think far and away is the best Master P album, but then may also be far and away the best No Limit album. But as far as the topic at hand, let's get into some of these collaborations. So Amir and I are going to discuss, we're going to go back and forth with three of our favorite each, and there may be some overlap here, so we'll see how it goes. But I have three in my mind, and Amir has three in his mind. So Amir, let's start off with one of yours. What you got?
How do you start off an album so well? Let me ask you that. Ghetto D, title track, first song.
And to my recollection, is the first song that actually detailed how to make crack. I had never heard that before. I'd never heard that on a song. I'd seen people do it. I'd seen people talk about it, but I'd never heard it detailed in an actual song.
And I'm happy you say that because I was literally about to say, how did C Murder get away with that in his first verse?
Well,
that was, okay, when I first put the CD on and I heard the intro and I heard the Eric B. and Rakim, Eric B. is like present, this. And then they changed it to crack, I was like, this has to be a joke. I rewinded it and then I heard the beat come in and I was like, holy shit. Right. This is like amazing. And then C Murder details how to like make crack, which I thought was just nuts. And then Silk comes in, and I actually thought this was one of his better performances on the album Silk. And then we get the tail end of it, we get Master P, and I thought he did just so well, just detailing like the rules of crack, and I don't know if it was influenced by Notorious B.I.G.'s 10 Crack Commandments or not, because they also dropped in the same year. But I just thought that was just like amazing, and just this beat, the sample, just like the comedic element to it, even if I don't know if it was intended to be like that. It was just like, are you serious? To start off an album that strong, and he knows, and you guys should know by now how much I love opening songs and how strong they open. It
needs to be a memorable intro to the album, and
exactly.
Ghetto D is one of them. And that's also one of my picks. I just felt like I couldn't believe that a song was made about making crack. I couldn't believe that a song about making crack sampled Eric B. and Rakim,
of all people.
And then I couldn't believe, I liked Master P and No Limit's music prior to this album, but to see the exponential growth that I felt creatively on this album, and sonically and execution wise, I just felt it was so much better than everything that had come before it on No Limit, that I was just blown away after the first track. And Ghetto D, man, it's a phenomenal song. So that's one of my picks, one of Amir's picks. What's another one you got?
So my next pick is probably one that I don't see a lot of people talk about as much, but it's definitely one of my favorites on the album, would be Only Time Will Tell.
Okay.
Master P, we got Sons of Funk, and we got Mac, who closes the song off. I really like the bass line in the song. I think it's just excellent. Mm-hmm. I love the chorus that Master P, has, and sounds a little Tupac influence as well.
Shocker.
I do dig it on this song. And I really do appreciate the bridge by Sons of Funk. I think it does add a little bit of flavor to it before Mac kicks off his verse. I think Mac does just such a great job on this song to close it off. I was very impressed. It's one of the first Mac features I had heard. So it was basically my introduction to him, and I just thought he did excellent.
You were shell-shocked.
I wish I would, exactly. It's funny. So that's one of my breakthrough songs. The bass line, just the singing, and Mac to close it off. And Master P's verses were also dope.
Yeah, it's another great song. It's not one of my 3 picks, but I do believe that most of the songs on Ghetto D I think are great, and that's one of the ones. And I think too, you know, the thing about Master P and his numerous artists is that I think when they did do a good job, I don't think people really paid attention to that. And Mac, you know, for those that know his story and know about what happened to him soon after No Limit really exploded and after he came out, is like Mac's a great rapper and has a lot of great songs, very in-depth. Shout out D1. I know you're representing for Mac, but I really think that it's unfortunate what's going on with Mac, and I'm glad to see that someone other than me is a fan of him. So thank you for that, Amir. So as for my second one, I'm gonna have to say, let's get 'em. Pass me them things.
I knew it.
That song, man, I love it on so many levels, and primarily the reason I love it is because Mystical,
This guy.
one of my favorite rappers of all time, Young Mystical. He's so amazing on this song, and I remember thinking too, Amir likes the albums that start off strong. You go with Ghetto D, and then you go with Let's Get 'Em. Back to back to start off an album, and I loved Mystical before he was with No Limit, and this was his kind of coronation of becoming part of No Limit, and I just remember thinking like, Master P, what is he doing? This is like phenomenal. These 2 songs to start this album are so incredible. Yeah. And sonically, the beat compared to Ghetto D is so different. You know, it's very skeletal, but yet very powerful, and it just has this force to it that I thought was amazing. And to have these dudes be so like gangster with it, but then also have this creativity and Mystical. I never felt this way, but I heard other people say it, and maybe I can see it on this song. He brought that kind of old dirty bastardish energy, which I thought was like astounding, and I just love this song from, you know, it's just amazing to me.
No, it's amazing, and it gets you freaking pumped, man.
Yeah,
it does.
So what's your third pick, Amir?
So that was actually close. That's definitely in the top 5.
Okay.
Third pick. It has to be. Make him say
Okay.
It has to be. The intro from Rappin' Forte, the call, the impersonator saying all weird and inaccurately. The No Limit family on this one. We got Master P, we got Mia X, we got Silk, Fiend, and Mystical to anchor it home. I just thought was incredible. We have the iconic chorus. And another thing too, also I do love the music video with the tank and the basketball court, and we have celebrities in there. Where everyone's dunking on. Yeah. We got Shaq in there. And, you know, this song also, to see it, I didn't see it live, but to see videos of it live is just so awesome to see the camp on there and just doing the song. That's one of the songs that I can wish that I would have been able to see live. I can just imagine how awesome that would be.
Yeah, I got to see him perform it a few times. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Only a few times, but every time I did, it definitely was one of those moments where you're like, man, you're seeing something special.
Yep, and one of the videos I'm talking about in particular, just how Mystical just comes out, and where he has the part in his verse where he's saying like, P there, she there, me there, blah, blah, and he's just going, oh my god, I'm just like, this guy, the way he can switch up the flow and just go very aggressively, and just the way his voice is. And that's not to discredit anyone else. Mia X had a terrific verse. They
Absolutely.
all did quite well. So this song is just such a great example of what a posse cut should sound like, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
That was my third pick. I was kind of going, if those of you who are familiar with the album, I was going in the sequence of the album for my picks. But, you know, as Amir and I know, the tricky thing is if you have an original version of the album, it's Make Say is the name of the song. it's a misprint. But then on subsequent versions, it's Make 'Em Say which is what people know it as. But that song has such a great energy, and it has something that Master P really revolutionized. And as I mentioned earlier, I talk about this in my book, The History of Gangster Rap, but I think it's important because P really made gangster rap danceable. He made it up-tempo and made it fun and exciting sonically to where it brought a different element and energy to it, whereas, of course, with Above the Law, after the bomb squaddiness of the NWA and Eazy-E stuff, that you really got into it being slow with Above the Law, with Dr. Dre, with Snoop Dogg, and these songs that were so iconic were much slower. And then Master P came and changed it and made it faster again. And that, to me, I think is a huge thing. And Make 'Em Say was the catalyst for that, because the song was just ubiquitous in 97 and 98 and really transformed Master P's career and the whole No Limit movement. So, of these three songs, Amir, what's your pick?
The one that I think is the best is Make 'Em Say
Okay.
For reasons I just detailed. My most played song, not the one I think is the most best, but my most played song, just fun fact, would be Only Time Will Tell.
Okay. Well, my favorite and best song is both Make 'Em Say as just detailed, but I think it's really amazing that you have a song which is, it to me is rare, but it happens, but to have a song on a huge album like this that's hugely commercially successful, but then also musically, creatively so good that the most popular song is probably the best song. That's not so often that happens, but I really believe in this instance that's the case with Make 'Em Say But that's what I think, and that's what Amir thinks. What do you guys think is the best song with a feature on Ghetto D by Master P? Hit us up in the comments section, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share on Unique Access and on Rappin' and Snackin. Hit us up, y'all. I'm Soren Baker.
Amir Rahimi.
The great debaters, y'all. Master P, Ghetto D.
Be sure to check out The History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on Your MTV Raps with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
There's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.